vrienden hebben lang al.
Geachte aanwezigen, geachte vertegenwoordigers van de Canadese strijdkrachten, dames, heren, veteranen, nabestaanden en genodigden. Een speciaal woord van welkom aan kolonel Patterson, de commanding officer van het Canadese detachement. Het detachement bestaat uit oud-artilleristen en actief dienende artilleristen, waarvan er velen de status van veteraan hebben. Velen van hen hebben gediend in Afghanistan, andere missies geleid door de Verenigde Naties en in Litouwen als NAVO-deelnemer. En dat laatste, geachte aanwezigen, is heel dichtbij en heeft te maken met de oorlog in de Oekraïne. Distinguished guests, representative of the Canadian Armed Forces, ladies and gentlemen, veterans, family members, and honored guests. A special word of welcome to Colonel Patterson, as I know the commanding officer of your detachment, the detachment consisting of former and currently serving artillery personnel, many whom hold the veteran status. Many of them have served in Afghanistan, in missions led by the NATO or United Nations, and in Lithuania as part of the NATO of deployment. The latter, dear guests, brings us close to home, as it's directly linked to the ongoing war in Ukraine. Een woord van welkom aan luitenant-kolonel Tieding, commandant van de 11e afdeling rijdende artillerie en zijn regimentsadjudant, de adjudant Curvers. En uiteraard aan onze eigen burgemeester De Vries van de gemeente Montferland. A word of welcome as well to Lieutenant Colonel Tieding, commander of the 11th Battalion Horse Artillery and the Regimental Sergeant Major of our own Corps of Horse Artillery, Warrant Officer First Class Curvers. And to Mayor De Vries on behalf of the municipality of Montferland. Het is mij een eer, een groot voorrecht om u vandaag te mogen verwelkomen bij deze plechtige gelegenheid. De onthulling van een herdenkingsplaquette ter nagedachtenis aan de 274 Canadese artilleristen die hun leven lieten bij de bevrijding van Nederland. Zodat wij nu al 80 jaar in vrijheid kunnen leven. It's a great honor and privilege to welcome you here today at this solemn occasion, the unveiling of a memorial plaque in remembrance of the 274 Canadian artillerymen who gave their lives during the liberation of the Netherlands in the Second World War. Thanks whom we now have lived in freedom for 80 years. We staan hier in diepe eerbied voor hen die de hoogste prijs betaalden voor onze vrijheid. Ze kwamen van ver, uit een ander werelddeel, gedreven door plechtsbesef, kameraadschap en het geloof in een rechtvaardige zaak. Hun opoffering, ver van huis, vaak onder onvoorstelbare omstandigheden, getuigt van een moed die wij niet kunnen meten, maar die wij wel moeten blijven eren. Met deze plaquette geven wij hun daden een tastbare plaats in ons collectieve geheugen. Zij verdienen het om herinnerd te worden. Niet slechts als soldaten, maar als mensen die hun toekomst opgaven, zodat wij die van ons konden opbouwen. Wij spreken vandaag onze diepe dankbaarheid uit aan de families die hen moeten missen. En aan de Canadese natie die toen en nu staat voor vrijheid, vrede en internationale solidariteit. We stand here in deep reverence for those who paid the ultimate price for our freedom. They came from afar, from another continent, driven by duty, comradeship and belief in a just cause. Their sacrifice, far from home, often under unimaginable conditions, speaks of a courage we cannot truly measure, but one we must forever honor. With this flag, we give their actions a tangible place in our collective memory. They deserve to be remembered, not only as soldiers, but as human beings who gave up their future so that we could build ours. Today, we express our profound gratitude to the families who must live without them, and to the Canadian nation which stood then and still stands for freedom, peace and international solidarity. Aan de veteranen onder ons. Uw aanwezigheid is van onschatbare waarde. U bent de levende getuige van de moderne naoorlogse geschiedenis. En aan de actieve militairen, uw dienstbaarheid is een voortzetting van een traditie die ons allen verbindt. In toewijding, in eer en in verantwoordelijkheid. To the veterans amongst us, your presence is of immeasurable value. You are the living witnesses to the modern post-war history. And to the currently serving military, your service is a continuation of a tradition that binds us all. Through dedication, honor and responsibility. Laat deze plaquette niet slechts een herdenkingspunt zijn, maar ook een moreel anker. Een blijvende herinnering aan de kostbaarheid van vrijheid en aan de offers die ze vraagt. Ik dank u. May this flag not only be a point of remembrance, but also a moral anchor, a lasting reminder of the preciousness of freedom and the sacrifice it demands. I want to continue with the act of remembrance. Nu worden voorgedragen de act of remembrance door de Canadese kolonel buitendienst Simmons. Hij is de zoon van generaal Guy Simmons, de commandant van het Tweede Nationale Canadese leger in Wereldoorlog 2, verantwoordelijk voor landing op D-Day in Normandië en de slag om de Schelde in België en Zeeuws-Nederland. And the commitment to remember. Dat is de vastberadenheid om iets te doen of deel te nemen aan een activiteit, ondanks hindernissen die zich zullen voordoen door Nina Zigilewska. Now the Act of Remembrance is presented by Canadian veteran retired Colonel Simmons. He is the son of Lieutenant General Guy Simmons, who commanded the 2nd Canadian Corps during the Battle of Normandy and the Battle of the Scheldt. And a commitment to remember by Nina Zigilewska. May I ask Colonel Simmons to step forwards? En Nina, zou je ook naar voren willen komen?
Age will not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.
Ze waren jong, zoals wij jong zijn. Ze dienden, gaven zichzelf vrijelijk. Aan hun beloven we, te midden van de wind van de tijd, hun fakkel te dragen en nooit te vergeten. We zullen hun gedenken.
Colonel Patterson, may I invite you to take the floor and address us? Colonel Patterson, mag u uitnodigen het woord tot ons te richten.
Goedemiddag, alle vrienden Nederlandse, vrienden Nederlandse. Good afternoon to all of our Dutch friends who have come to this important event where we will dedicate the artillery memorial for the liberation of the Netherlands. I've been asked to tell a little story about this gun and what happened, how it came to be here, and the context of it being here. First off, this gun was made in Canada in the 1940s and came over to Europe with the Canadian Army, first to England and then landed in Normandy and came up to here in the Netherlands for the final liberation of Europe. After the war, this gun was donated to the Dutch Army, as most of the equipment that came to the Dutch Army after the war was left by the Canadian Army when we went back home. Subsequently, the gun was transferred to the Irish Army. The Irish Army used these guns up until 1998, at which point they were decommissioned and many of them were turned into monuments. Through the efforts of a group of citizens and gunners in Canada in 2010, this gun was placed here as a memorial to the fallen gunners. In 2015, it was rededicated, and today, in 2025, we're rededicating it to all of the artillery that fought and conquered the enemy to free Europe from fascist tyranny. So this has now become the Canadian Artillery Memorial for the liberation of the Netherlands. The reason it's in Serenberg is Serenberg was the first town in the Netherlands where the Canadian Army re-entered the Netherlands after crossing the Rhine River, and the 12th Field Regiment deployed its guns in and around the town of Serenberg. So this gun represents one of those guns, one of the over 400 Canadian guns that were deployed with the 1st Canadian Army in the Netherlands in the final month and a half of the war. So we here representing gunners from across Canada, from Vancouver to Halifax, regular and reserve, serving and retired, are here to remember them, to commemorate their sacrifice for freedom. Dank u wel.
And now I'll ask the Mayor of Montferland, Mayor de Vries, to take floor and address us. Burgemeester de Vries, mag ik u uitnodigen het woord tot ons te richten.
Dear Canadian friends, beste inwoners van Montferland of waar u ook vandaan komt, fijn dat u er bent vanmiddag met zoveel. It's nice to see so many people here to celebrate this special moment together with our Canadian friends from the present and from the past, and we do it all for the future. Ik wil mijn toespraakje vervolgen in het Engels voor onze Canadian friends. Honored Canadians present here today. It's with great honor and sincere pride that we gather there to unveil the memorial plaque at the cannon in Bergh. This plaque serves as a lasting tribute to the brave men and women of the Royal Regiment of Canadian Artillery, who played a crucial role in the liberation of the Netherlands during the Second World War. As Mayor of the municipality of Montferland, I am deeply honored to participate in this ceremony and to express on behalf of all our people our heartfelt gratitude and respect. 80 years have passed now since the Netherlands was liberated from the oppression and violence of Nazi occupation. The war left deep wounds and enduring memories in the hearts and minds of many today. But today, with the unveiling of this plaque, we not only commemorate the victims and the fighters of those dark times, but also celebrate the freedom they gave us. Freedom in this time, when we say never again war. But we are warned in Europe for the possibility of a new war. The liberation of the Netherlands was no easy task. It required immense courage, determination and sacrifice. Allied soldiers, including the valiant members of the Royal Regiment of Canadian Artillery, played a vital role in restoring peace and eliminating tyranny from our land. Their tireless efforts during various campaigns and operations, such as Operation Veritable and the advance through cities like Bergh, Zutphen, Deventer, Apeldoorn, Zwolle and Groningen, granted us the freedom we cherish today. Yet their role extended far beyond the battlefield. After the liberation, these heroes were instrumental in providing humanitarian aid to major cities such as Amsterdam, Rotterdam and The Hague. Their work in securing supply routes for food and medical essentials was vital to recovery of a population in great need. The memorial plaque we unveil today represents an enduring tribute to the victims and heroes of the war. It stands as a reminder of their courage, their sacrifice, and as a powerful symbol of the freedom they selflessly fought for. The contribution of the Royal Regiment for Canadian Artillery were indispensable to the successful liberation of our country, and their legacy is remembered with deep and lasting gratitude by the Dutch people. The 274 artillerymen who lie forever in Dutch Hall serve as a poignant remember of the cost of freedom. We honor them today, and we will continue to honor them so that future generations understand the true price of liberty. This monument and the plaque we unveil today pay tribute to all Canadians who fought for their lives. I'm proud that I, as the mayor of Montferland, have the opportunity to honor them. May we never forget them. We will remember them. Thank you.
Dank u wel, Mr. Mayor, and on behalf from the group and from the Royal Regiment of Canadian Artillery, we'd like to present this small token of our appreciation for your warm welcome and the support to our monument over the years.
It's very special for me, because in 2 weeks I'm retired, so I have something for my house. Whatever remember to you. Canadian friends, thank you for everything. And good to see you here.
Kan niet? Nu gaan we even terug in het programma. Nu gaan we de nationale volksliederen alsnog spelen. We go back in the program and play the national anthems.
Anthem! Ta!
Trompetter, wilt u de last post ten gehore brengen?
Ta!
May I ask the representative of the Canadian Armed Force to step forward to lay the flowers. Wil ik nu graag de korpscommandant van de korpsrijdende artillerie samen met zijn regimentsadjudant vragen om namens het Nederlandse korpsrijdende artillerie, de 11e afdeling, om bloemen te leggen. May I ask Colonel Patterson to step forward to unveil the plaque together with the Mayor of Montferland, Mayor de Vries. Colonel Patterson, I'll ask you again to step forward. En dan wil ik graag de vertegenwoordigers van de bedrijven die het kanon hebben gerestaureerd naar voren vragen. So, the gun was not in good conditions for 2 years ago. We took it from its place, repaired it, and now you can see it's in good condition. Ik zei net, dames en heren, dat 2 jaar geleden het kanon er niet echt goed bij stond. We hebben een aantal bedrijven gevraagd om ze te repareren. Dat hebben ze gedaan. Ze zijn niet al aanwezig omdat er een aantal heel druk zijn met hun bedrijfsvoering. Maar de kolonel wil ze graag bedanken daarvoor. Dames en heren, na deze betekenisvolle ceremonie afsluiten wil ik mijn oprechte dank uitspreken aan allen die deze dag mogelijk hebben gemaakt. De leden van de Canadese strijdkrachten, zowel actief dienend als veteranen. Dank voor uw aanwezigheid, uw inzet en uw blijvende toewijding aan vrede en vrijheid. Aan onze lokale autoriteiten, genodigden en in het bijzonder de vertegenwoordigers van de Nederlandse artillerie. Die hebben meegewerkt en hier aanwezig zijn geweest. Laten we deze plaats vandaag verlaten met niet alleen dankbaarheid, maar ook hernieuwde verantwoordelijkheid om de waarden van vrijheid, gerechtigheid en herinnering uit te dragen. Dank u wel. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the close of this meaningful ceremony, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to all who made this day possible. Especially you, members of the Canadian Armed Forces. I'll thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your presence, your service, and your enduring commitment to peace and freedom. To the veterans, your stories and your sacrifices continue to inspire us. You remind us we must never take our freedom for granted. To our local authorities and the representative of our Dutch artillery, let us leave here today with only gratitude, but not only with gratitude, but with renewed responsibility to carry forward the values of liberty, justice, and remembrance. Thank you all.